Good afternoon, traders, and Happy New Year. This is Trader Tim from over at eminimine.com. I hope everyone had a chance to kind of refresh and relax a little bit over the last couple of weeks. And we're going to dive into 2020, starting off with the E-mini S&P. And tomorrow we'll be resuming our live trading sessions. You can tune into those live, ask questions. We'll walk through the setups over at eminimind.com/VIP. Starting in the bigger picture, if we go all the way out to the monthly chart, we can see the 3215 is the negative 23% target. We talked a little bit about that at the end of 2019 in December. And really, the next long target is going to be the negative 618, and that's going to be up at 3650. So it seems pretty far away, but if the market is going to go on a tear, that's very likely where it's going to head to. If we zoom in a little bit, we don't have a ton of consolidation until all the way down here, 3027s. We had a little bit up here. If I go to a daily chart, up in the 3150 area. And so if I draw from what's kind of the standout or the major swing low down here to highs, if we do get a pullback, something in the 3150 area puts that right between the 50 and the 61.8. So that would be a healthy pullback, still well within the uptrend. If I come in and draw an uptrend line from kind of the body of these candles here, very much in line with 3150, somewhere pullback to the trend line keeps the uptrend intact. And it's really the body the close itself that I'm concerned with anytime I'm looking at the market making a new high or a new low. So like here, this is kind of a poor high or a weak high because we opened with the gap up and then sold off and closed not at highs. Whereas this guy over here, we close in a new high. That's more significant. Same with this guy here on the 26. So the last couple of weeks, kind of a little bit wacky, if you will. Just there's not much here other than a little bit of basing or consolidation. That's really the only thing that we don't like. The only positive out of the last couple weeks is we've made a little bit of a base here that could act as resistance if we sell off, but more than likely will act as support if we come back down to this area after we make a new high. Today's action a bullish engulfing, meaning the high and low, or at least the close and the open of the body here engulfing, being above and below the close and the open of yesterday. So that's a bullish sign. That's a good sign. I'm kind of easing into the year here, so I didn't take any trades today, just kind of starting out slow. This is really the first full week of trading, and then kind of the second week. So I'll ease into things this week, and then we'll be off and running next week all the way into May. So as you go through, starting out a new year, it gives you a lot of opportunities. It's a clean slate, fresh start, and I would really encourage you to, you know, last year and really in the last couple of years, there have been a lot of good books and talk about habits and creating good habits. I know a lot of folks did a lot of you know, practicing, journaling, compiling trade logs, and so you have a lot of information that you can go through and trades that you can review. But in order to take action, I find it really helpful to determine what is the very next step. So if your goal is to, you know, become a successful trader and have a $100,000 day trading account that you're going to trade 10 contracts in the ES with, maybe the very next step is simply to open up or sign up for, a brokerage account, or sign up for the Top Step Trader Combine. Or maybe the next step is to simply create an Excel spreadsheet and title it uh, Tim's Trades, so that the next day you can start logging your trades. So that the next week you'll have a dozen trades that you can review, so that you can go through them and compile sort of your expectancy, your R multiple, get some data, so that you can have information to help build confidence and say, okay, yeah, I'm seeing some success. Here's my win rate, or this is not giving me quite a good enough expectancy, so I got to go back to the drawing board and make some tweaks. And so yes, you can go and kind of make a whole list of things that, working backwards from your goal, and okay, what are all the things that I need to do to get there? But then I would really encourage you to just take and focus on what is the next thing I need to do, the very next step that's nearest to where I'm at. And that can really be a strong kickstarter in getting the ball rolling. I'd really encourage you to kind of refocus. This is a great time to be able to refocus on um, the things that you find important, and kind of declutter or get rid of or stop doing things. Most of you have probably heard of some of the uh, to don't lists, and just simplifying the concept of getting rid of clearing up your head and clearing up the clutter in the things that you're involved in, so that you can be really focused and clear with where you're spending your time, being very intentional. Um, and then just, yeah, really thinking about, okay, what is the what is something I can do today that will be kind of the next step towards my goal? And if you're on a sim account, maybe it's, okay, I need to start trading with 3 contracts so that I can practice scaling out, so that when I can move to a live account, I have experience with multiple contracts, because that's the goal. The goal is not to trade 1 contract. So if you're on a practice account trading one, you know, I would encourage you to make your way to 2 or 3 fairly quickly. Um, Tomorrow, Tuesday, doing the live trading session. Again, that's at emoneymind.com/VIP. If you've been over to the site, you probably noticed a few visual changes, doing a little bit of a facelift. Should have a new homepage up in the next week or so. And tomorrow morning, you can ask questions. We'll walk through the trade setups, have a bunch of fun in the live trading session. And you can always reach me via email as well, tim@emoneymind.com. So thanks for checking out today's video. I hope everyone has a great week of trading and has a great 2020.